You know that feeling, right? When you're with your friends and something shifts. Nobody says a word, but suddenly everyone knows. Everyone feels it. Well, today we're diving deep into that strange, unspoken group awareness. The story we're exploring kicks off with a really simple but powerful idea about the secrets we keep.
Right. You got the obvious ones, the ones whispered, the ones you share on purpose. Then you've got the ones that are buried deep, the secrets we lock away and hope no one ever finds.
And then there are these, the ones that just hang in the air. They exist in the long pauses and the quick glances, and that's exactly the kind of secret we're going to unpack today.
Okay, so before we can even spot this secret, we have to know what normal looks like for this group. Because the change isn't some big dramatic event. Oh no, it's way quieter than that. It's like a slow, subtle recalibration of their everyday lives.
So let's look at the before and after. The old normal, super casual. You sit wherever, the jokes are for everyone, there's this easygoing vibe. But now, look at the new normal. Suddenly, seats are being saved for specific people. Conversations between two of them seem to last just a beat longer than they used to. And that comfortable space between friends, it's gotten just a tiny bit smaller. Individually, these things are nothing, right? But put them all together, and they're sending a pretty clear signal that the group dynamic is changing.
So, how does this new reality actually show up day to day? Well, it's all about the language of small signs. These tiny little actions that a close-knit group of friends is just hardwired to notice.
And here are the clues, the little breadcrumbs the rest of the group is picking up on. Tanay saving a seat for Rhea isn't just him being nice, it's a choice, a specific gesture. Rhea handing him his notebook without even being asked, that shows a whole new level of paying attention. It's in that extra second of conversation, that split second of eye contact that holds just a little too long, that's where the secret lives.
And boom, there it is, the confirmation. This little exchange between Aryan and Sana is everything. It's the first time the observation is spoken out loud, even if it's just a whisper. Aryan puts out a feeler. Is it just me? And Sana immediately confirms it. Nope, I see it too. Now it's not just an individual thought anymore. It's a shared awareness. So how does that ripple of awareness turn into a full-blown, unspoken consensus? This is where you really see the group's emotional intelligence kick in. It's pretty amazing to watch. Okay, this conversation is so important. Meera doesn't just see what they're doing, she sees why. They're being careful. Sana builds on that, saying that their caution means they're aware of what's happening and maybe a little scared of messing things up. And then Sana drops his absolute gem. Good. That means they care about the group. Wow, she totally reframes it. This isn't about drama, it's about two people trying to be considerate of their friends. And what they're all trying so hard to protect is this idea of group equilibrium. Just think of your friend group like a little ecosystem. Everything is perfectly balanced. And any new thing, even a really good thing, can potentially throw that balance off. The goal isn't to prevent the change, but to figure out how to adapt so everyone can find a new, comfortable normal together. So we've seen what the group is seeing from the outside, but what's actually going on inside the heads of the two people at the center of it all, Rhea and Tanay? For Rhea, it's all internal. She's replaying these tiny moments in her head, feeling the sense that this is getting harder. It's not some big drama. It's just a quiet weight. And this question really sums it up perfectly. How are you supposed to handle a feeling that's so real, but you haven't even put a name to it yet? Tanay, on the other hand, is feeling that same weight, but he's thinking about how it affects everyone else. He's caught in this classic dilemma. How do you honor a new, growing connection with one person without wrecking the stability you have with everyone else? He needs advice, but he knows that as soon as he says their names, it makes it real in a way that could change everything. So he asks Aryan for advice, but in this really vague, indirect way. And Aryan's response is just perfect. It's the wisdom of this whole story right here. He's saying, look, the feeling itself isn't the problem. Caring for someone is never wrong. But the friendships, the group, that matters a lot. So the advice is simple. Just be careful. Not out of fear, but out of respect for this thing you've all built together. Okay, so you have all this quiet observation and all this careful maneuvering. The tension is definitely building. It has to go somewhere. But the release, the moment it all breaks, it doesn't happen with a big fight or a dramatic confession. Nope, it comes from the most unexpected place. It comes from Kabir, of all people, the guy who's usually just there for a laugh. He just comes out and says the thing everyone is thinking. He's like, look, I don't know the details, and honestly, I don't need to. Just whatever this is, please don't make it weird for the rest of us. It's such a simple, surprisingly mature move. He basically gives everyone an out, a way to acknowledge the elephant in the room without having to dissect it. And the effect is immediate. Everyone just laughs. And it's not a mean laugh, it's a laugh of pure relief. That pressure that had been building up, poof, it's gone. Nothing was said, nothing was confirmed, but on some deeper level, everything was understood. The tension is gone, but the respect is stronger than ever. So what can we take away from all this? What's the real lesson here? I think it all comes down to what the group didn't do. It's a masterclass in emotional restraint. When you break it down, their strategy was brilliant. First, they just watched what was happening without judging it. Then they found a way to acknowledge the situation without forcing a big, awkward talk. Their support came in the form of silence, of just giving their friends space. And through it all, their number one priority was keeping the group's harmony intact. And this, right here, is the heart of it all. It's this beautiful idea that sometimes real growth happens in the quiet. The group understood on some gut level that this new thing between Tanay and Rhea didn't need a label or a big discussion right now. It just needed a little air, a little space to figure out what it was going to be, without the pressure of everyone watching. And that's what we'll leave you with today. In a world that's always pushing us to define things, to talk everything out immediately, think about it. When has it been in your own life that the kindest, smartest, and most respectful thing you could possibly do was to just be quiet and give someone space? It's a pretty powerful thought, isn't it?